We'd better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. And the Blazers will put toe to leather and will get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Tulane's offense will have the football first. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover him, take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone, mix it up, give different looks, because he is a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
That's why you got to study your playbook. For all young quarterbacks out there watching, you're not always going to be able to throw it to the intended target. You've got to know where your check down options are because you're going to get hit at some point. You've got to be able to get rid of it. Nice job understanding the playbook.
Tulane right back to the line. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Tulane. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. So UAB's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Blazers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll leave it with him. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front of the line of attack.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Turns it on in midfield.
busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Turning it on! That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Blazers are on the move. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Working that wide receiver screen. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because
he's going for the goal line. Touchdown, UAB. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Tulane right back to the line. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier set.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives him the ball at the 29-yard line.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete to the right. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. They bring him down, but not only do they get the turnover, he picked up a chunk of yardage, too. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Flushed out of the pocket. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Leaves it with the back. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. The quarter comes to a close, and UAB is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Blazers line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. Unlike the old school thinking, this is the area of the field that is really four-down territory now. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Caught, close to the marker, it's long. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Looking to throw for it. He's going to let it go. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, UAB. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
You know, long touchdown passes don't have to come in the shape of go routes and posts. You can throw a slant. If your guy is able to make one dude miss and build up some steam, when you've got speed like that, you can take it to the house, and that's exactly what he did.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Coming out on first down with the play fake. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. He's got an open man. They'll move the chains after he gets into the 43-yard line. Tempo and overdrive.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Right back to the well. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll send the back in motion. They want to throw it. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, going to the air. Quickly complete. After the filthy move, he's got room. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. He'll keep it himself. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Sends it back in motion. They'll go to the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UAB regains possession. The Blazer offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And you want the interception on defense, but most of the time coaches are preaching, knock the ball down, knock the ball down. It's not because they can't catch. They really don't catch well. But the defender's main job has to be separating that ball from the wide receiver, and usually that requires knocking that thing down as the wide receiver's trying to catch it. Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They've got to find some answers on this drive, already down by 18 in the 2nd quarter. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Working the middle, it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Quick strike complete. There he goes. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tulane. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
And they do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the 2nd half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. The give to the back. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. Oh, he found a space on the right. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Blazers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. It's complete to the left. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Trying to barrel in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. They want to run this quarterback. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Blazers.
I'll tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much as the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over a hundo on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, UAB, and they take it in for 6 more points.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they scored again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Looking to the big tight end. On target over the middle. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Got his man downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Tulane right back to the line. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time.
No gain on the play. Brings up
operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just...
Touchdown, Greenway! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally scored. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UAB regains possession. The Blazer offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead.
Makes the grab on the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Pass interference. Defense.
The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Time to take a shot. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, UAB! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone and he's knocked down at the 10. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what a pleasure it's been to watch these two teams thus far there in Birmingham.
About to start here in the second half. Tulane will kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Plows through the defense. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the Blazers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chain. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And I tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Calls his own number. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Blazers are flying down the field. Motion from the wideout. It's a draw. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Tries to get it on the ground. Breaks into the open. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. And the Blazers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
Leaves it with the back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Blazers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the ground, he's got it again. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Blazers. The 18 unit on the field. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. He wants to start this drive with a pass. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. Slithers into space. He's loose. He's inside the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Green Wave. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Power football with the run. Got the 1st down, looking for more. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Blazers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. We've reached a break. It's UAB on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. He's got it on the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's got it, 1st down and more. Oh, he's got some space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he showed you the arm talent on the throw.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The Blazers line it up with a 1st and goal. Quarterback keeps it on the sneak. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll wedge it in there on the quarterback sneak. They want to flex their muscle. 3 tight ends on the field on 3rd and goal. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Sneak gets it done. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Pass to Sticks still on his feet. It's a seam wide open. Boy, are they loving that huge play. He's got it down to the 9.
Yeah, it was explosive, but shoot, Reese could have run through that hole. I mean, it was wide open. He didn't have to break anybody's ankles. He didn't have to run through tackles. I mean, just great blocking up front and horrible defense.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Got enough for the first down. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there. On first down from their own 22. Here's the handoff. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Nice job to get him past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Hand off from the shotgun. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning